Just a beautiful afternoon for football, Coach. They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. This will be fielded at the 8th. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go! At their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
59. All the way back home, yo. 54. 59. He's coming. We got double up. 54. Orbit. Check 54.
This is Jones. And some room to maneuver. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago.
He does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. Give him 7 on the play, and it's a second down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3. Watson. Is complete to the former Longhorn Marcus Johnson. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 23.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On first down, Watson under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Credit the sack to Shaquem Griffin. And Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 23 yards on the play.
Come on out here. Come get some. 24. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Out. Hey, switch gears.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. To throw is Watson. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Marcus Johnson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So pretty interesting. They get the opening drive touchdown. They wanted a little more. They were looking for 8, maybe something they thought about before the game started, I would imagine.
I think you're right about that. That's discussed in your staff meeting. A decision is made. I think the head coach has to blueprint it and say, yes, let's go ahead and do that. In this case, though, let's give some credit to the guys on defense. They gave up the touchdown, but found a way to regroup and keep them at the end zone for the 2-point play.
Ready? Yellow lady. Mike, 58, right there. Hey, that QB's trash. Hey, kill. Check hot route. Hot. Bang. Bang.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry.
Check 26.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Yeah, baby.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And a sack. They get to him defensively, but the flag comes in, and I think the D jumped.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
So after the penalty, here's 2nd and 3.
Over. You don't want none. Check.
Breeze now to throw. Sliding out of it, and the pressure gets to him again.
Ready. 95-56. Kill. Under. 21. Hey, Zoo. Boys, 58.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. Now Breeze lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And now he's got him in a great spot at the 8-yard line here, 1st and goal. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close. And it's not something they even imagine because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done, working on it, showing them how to take care of the football, and emphasizing what it means in terms of winning. They've got to just be puzzled right now that they're not taking care of the ball better.
In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So after the loss and down, they'll come up here with a 2nd and goal. Here's Watson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack. Now from way back there after the sack. It's 3rd and goal, a long 3rd and goal. From the gun, here's Watson. Caught by Jones. Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief there when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
Coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Watch the pass. Hey, kill. Switch. Check 24, check 24.
Breeze will try again on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. 12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Kill. Sammy. Here we go. What do you want?
Now Breeze. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Mecole Hardman, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Extra point up and good by Suckup, and that will get him one closer. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. He finds his man Johnson. The 20, 10, 5. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball put on him, 2 points for them.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They begin with Henry. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. After 1, 17-7 to score on EA Sports.
Ready? Yellow lady. Check. Watch the before. Kill.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Hey, Foxtrot. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
Breeze now. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in.
You ready?
It's a big one there for the Vikings. 58 yards. They'll run on first down. It's Henry, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
Over.
On 2nd and 12, Breeze to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Ready?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hatch it.
To throw is Breeze. This is caught, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Brashad Perriman. His first touchdown on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point try now for Suckup. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
Bears 17, Vikings 14. Ryan Suckup set to kick off.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Let go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be second down.
We're set. 18. Let's go, D. Let's go. 59. Let's go.
Back to throw, Watson. And the catch made by Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. Now it's Watson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. On first down, Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Vikings' 27-yard line.
We're set. 19. Check. 55. Hey, 31. I got you, son. I got you, son. 55 is mine, guys. 55. No chance.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
We're set. 19. Who that? Who that? Let's go. Hey, check Mike. Check Mike. Watch 55. 24. Mike, 55.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson eluding the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Marcus Johnson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as the Bears push further out in front. A diving catch for the score. He laid out. That was special.
And you know the first thing they're going to check, right? Did he complete the process of the catch? All the way through, all the way to the ground. Ball doesn't hit the ground without control in his hands. All of that, yes. Check the box. Touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Ready.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Henry, and not much there. Maybe a yard up in the 24.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half as some of these shorter games turn into bigger runs later.
They follow up the first down 1 yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Check. Kill.
To throw, it's Breeze. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down to close to the goal line at the 1 yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1 yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They scored a touchdown the last time they had the football, but things going to be a little bit more difficult this time.
No, certainly, because where they're starting, the goal isn't even thinking about a touchdown at this point. They're thinking about field position. A couple of first downs in order to give some room for their punter and maybe flip the field position for their defense.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Check. Crunch. Rotate.
They'll throw again from their own end zone. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join, who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
So we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now a draw play. This is Jones. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Hey, alert! Whip. 61. Flex box. Light. Down and go.
On 2nd down and 4. Watson. Flushed out right. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
A gain of 10 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. On that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun to give to Jones. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Chidobe Awuzie.
54. You got it.
Now 2nd and 6.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Now, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turns into a nice play.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And this is going to be incomplete.
On the keeper. Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Sets up 4th down.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 15. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. 35 seconds, all that remains in the first half as they come up on first down. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And how about that for just running out the clock? The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Opposite. Stick down. Check, stick down. Hey, kill.
On first and 10, here's Breeze. Flush, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Kill. 12.
5.
Mike 5-4. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Hey, watch.
Here's Breeze. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but now it's third down. An update from Denver. The Broncos, they're just pouring it on in that one. I would definitely imagine we'll hear more from that game as we go along.
Ready.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Come on, QB. Come on, 11. Check 31. Mike 54. Sammy. Hey,
Shotgun now for Breeze. He's going to look deep for Perriman. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen.
He's got a man complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he gets it up to the 46. A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a first and 10.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. 36.
They'll try the right side with Jones. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
and I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too, and they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. Again, it's Henry. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
We go 21.
On first down, Breeze taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Henry. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
And the Vikings first down.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10.
I got you. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
From the gun, it's Breeze. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone, and that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Kill. X3, 218, chopper.
Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to sling this, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Rashawn Perriman with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point put through by Suckup, and that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Watson on first down. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Incomplete on the throwaway. It's 2nd down and 10.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
55 to Mike. You ain't doing nothing today. And 54.
Throwing again is Watson. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. A gain there of 21 yards.
It's a gain of 21 yards.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in his performance.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Johnson, the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
24, 55. 55.
On second and 10, Watson escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
54's down, he's coming. Right to the line. Kill.
Here's Watson on third down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. And now fourth down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively.
Joker.
And now before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on fourth.
Right here. Watch twist. Watch the safety creep. 59.
On fourth down, Watson. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game as the Bears push further out in front. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready?
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
17 yards, first down, Vikings. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
Easy. Under. You go tight.
Now Breeze. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Watch the screen.
After the interception, here's Watson. And this will be incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Mike, 58, right there. Hey, let's get this. Check 9. 59.
On first down, it's Watson. And that's complete to Cooks. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Watson now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
58, Mike. Watch the pass. Here we go.
Again, it's Watson. He finds his man Johnson. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
He wasn't ready.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson, and he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. That's Thomas Davis on the sack. Came in the league way back in 2005. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal?
58, right over there. 58, right there.
A shotgun snap for Watson. This is Johnson. He's got it. Touchdown, Chicago. It's another touchdown pass for Deshaun Watson, his 5th of the afternoon, as the Bears push further out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Ready.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Ready.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Watch the twist. 11. Hey, let's get it. Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down. You're good. On 4. Ready. Hey, check this out.
Throwing now is Breeze. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now that turnover might just about do it here. 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, a couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over. And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced to his left, still able to accurately throw it downfield for a completion.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And all the way 36-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 44 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To the air yet again. Watson. For the catch made by Johnson. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 18. Watson in the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now throwing the ball to start the drive. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
Check. Hey, 24.
On 3rd down, Watson. And it'll be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together. Say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Here's Breeze to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Check 24.
They'll go again to Jones. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Bears on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, Watson. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence? And they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Now Watson. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. Suckup now set to kick it off following the made field goal. This will be fielded at the 6. Oh, the spin. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Again, it's Jones. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
54. Cut. Check your hot read. 31.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. Johnson's got it complete. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 45-yard line. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Throwing now, Watson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you think maybe just...
Now Breeze lost the football, and this is picked up by the Bears. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
We're going to work.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end that feels a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
Save. Check 4. Ready, touch.
Breeze now on 1st down. He's going to go up top. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Brashad Perriman there to make the grab. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit.
You kill. 58 to Mike. Let's go. Hey, Team 6. Come on.
Now Breeze. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Let go.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Clinton Dix with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Set. 19. Check. 55. Mike. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this. Let's go.
Down to a knee goes Watson, and that should just about do it for this ball game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bears, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. They will hit the road next week for a date with the Oakland Raiders. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.